Hello everyone. Now today we are going to start a new technique of financial statement, that is your common size statement. Common size statement and comparative statements are two different statements. These are two different techniques which we have to learn. Previously we have learned about your ratio analysis. That was the first technique. Second technique is your comparative income statement and comparative balance sheet. Now we are going to do the next technique, that is your common size statement. Now for this common size statement we have to have the same kind of format, that is a particulars column, your previous year column, current year column and percentage columns. Now here in this statement, what we have to do is first is a particulars column, and 2001 2002, that is your years given in the question, will be the actual amounts given in the balance sheet, and the percentage of 2001 and 2002 we have to write it. Here there is no comparison of increase or decrease. We just have to calculate the percentage of the amounts which are given in 2001 and 2002. There is no comparison for showing increase or decrease in the values. Okay, so let's start with this. Now how to start with making this common size statement is we always compare the assets with the liabilities. First of all, you'll write it this way: assets, all the assets, whatever will be given in the questions, everything that is your fixed assets and your current assets, all the assets given in the questions have to be taken in the assets column, and all the liabilities will be taken under your liabilities column. So in this question, assets given in your questions are fixed assets and current assets. So fixed assets values are given here, 36,000. Now here they have not segregated the fixed assets amounts. Fixed assets means it can be given sometimes in the question like building, plant and machinery, land. This might be given, so you have to combine all the fixed assets and you have to write the total amount here. But in this question they have not segregated it. They have directly given fixed assets value, so write it as given in the question, that is 36 lakhs. And here it is given 43 lakh 40,000. So leave these two for the time being. I'll show you how to calculate this. Now you just put up the values first. For current assets, now again for current assets they haven't segregated it. Current assets, hope so you know it. What are current assets? Like examples of current assets can be cash, debtors, bank, etc. 26,60,000 is given. So now what we have to do is we just calculate the total of these assets. This becomes my total assets. How did I get the total assets? I got the total assets by adding the fixed assets and the current assets. Now in the questions, if it is given directly, you write the amounts directly here. If it is not given directly, you have to add all the fixed assets and all the current assets. Now if you calculate here, we are getting 60 lakhs and here we are getting 70 lakhs, right? Now next we'll come to the liability side. In the questions, all the liabilities, whatever is given in the liability side, have to be taken. First it is given as equity share capital. Equity share capital is given as 21 lakh for both the years. Now you remember here in common size statement we don't have to compare. We don't have to compare and show increase or decrease value. We just put the amount as it is. Reserves and surplus. Reserves and surplus is given 6 lakh and 9 lakh 10,000. Next, secured loans 12 lakhs, 15 lakhs. Unsecured loans 8,40,000 9,45,000. Current liabilities 9 lakh. 10,25,500. Provisions 3,60,000. 5,19,500. So now we have to compare these total also. Now if you see here, whenever we are comparing the asset side and the liability side in the balance sheet, assets and liabilities need to tally, right? So whatever the total assets you will get, the value, the total assets value you will get for the liabilities as well. So that is 60 lakhs and here it is 70 lakhs. So this becomes my total liabilities, right? Now what we have to do in this is we have written all the items, right? First we have compared all the assets, we have written down all the assets. After that we have written all the liabilities, everything, whatever is given in the balance sheet, you have to write it down as it is, the amounts. But you don't have to compare the values here. We have to just calculate the two values given in the questions and the percentage. We need to calculate only the percentage for this. Now how to calculate this percentage? We'll go for the working notes. Now what will be the formula for what this working notes is whatever items are given, that is your fixed assets. Fixed assets value will be compared with the total assets value, right? Now let's say here fixed assets is given. Fixed assets, how we are going to compare it? We are going to compare the actual value of fixed assets divided by the total assets. So now here what is the actual value of fixed assets in that 2001? It is 36 lakhs divided by what is the total assets value? 60 lakhs, right? So here multiply with 100, here multiply with 100. If you multiply this, you will get 60%. Now 60% is for 2001. 60% is for 2001. Now for 2002, how we are going to do? Now we are comparing the fixed assets only, right? We are calculating the fixed assets value. We have calculated for 2001. This is for 2001. Now we have to calculate for 2002. Now how we will calculate for 2002? The formula is same. Now in 2002, what was the fixed assets value? 43 lakhs. 40,000 divided by what is the total assets in 2002? It is 70 lakhs. So multiply with 100. Don't be confused with 60 lakh. 60 lakh will be only for this 2001 and 70 lakh it will be for 2002. Now if you compare this, you will calculate this, you will get 62%. So 62% will be for this. Now how to calculate for current assets now? Current assets, again it will be the same formula you have to use. That is, first you see the current assets value. What is the actual value of current assets in 2001? 24 lakhs divided by, in 2001 what was the total assets value? 60 lakhs into 100. So how much we will be getting for this? We are getting here 40%. So 40% you have to write it here. So same way you have to calculate for current asset for the 2002 as well. That is 26 lakh 60,000 divided by 70 lakhs. Okay. Here don't make any kind of mistakes. That is 26 lakh 60,000 divided by 70 lakhs. Because why we are taking 70 lakhs? We are taking 70 lakhs because in the year 2002 total assets was 70 lakhs. So multiply with 100, we will get around 38 point something 00%. So 38.00% we can write. So here whatever the value will be here, total value, you don't have to calculate this total. You don't have to calculate this total. That is 60 plus 40 is 100, 62 plus 38 is something. You don't have to write it here. What you have to write, whatever the total assets will be there, you always have to write this one as 100%. We don't have to add these two. Okay, how we are getting 100%? We are getting 100% by 60 lakhs divided by 60 lakhs into 100. So if you cancel it, it is going to be, I'll show you here, 60 lakhs. Total assets value is 60 lakhs, right? So 60 lakhs, base is what? 60 lakhs only. So multiply by 100. If you cancel these two, you get 100% only, right? So same thing for 70 lakhs also. 70 lakhs you are getting divided by 70 lakhs into 100. So you cancel this, you get 100% only. Okay, so you don't have to add these two values. This is not the way of calculating this. This is the percentage value of this amount and this amount, 100 and 100. And for this, how did you get 60%, 62% by calculating this? 36 lakhs divided by 60,000 into 100, 60%. 43 lakhs, 40,000 divided by 70 lakhs into 100, 62%. So same way for current assets, we have done the same way. Now for the liabilities as well, we have to do how we have to compare the liability side. For equity share capital, it is 21 lakh, 21 lakh. So this 21 lakh have to be compared with the total liabilities. With the total liabilities, when you multiply this, you will get around 35%. And 21 lakh for 2002 will have to be compared with 70 lakh, that is 30%. The same way we'll continue this one. Again 6 lakh will be compared with 60,000 into 100. Whatever you get the percentage value. 9 lakh 10,000 divided by 70 lakhs. You're getting here 13%. I am not showing you how to do it, but you need to perform it by yourself. You calculate by yourself, but I am telling you the formulas how to calculate this. For secured loans, it is 12 lakhs. 12 lakhs divided by 60 lakhs into 100, we are getting a 20%. 15 lakh divided by 70,000 into 100, we'll get around 21.43%. Again, same thing, same procedure will follow. Unsecured loans, 8 lakh 40,000 divided by 60 lakh into 100, we'll get 14%. 9 lakh 45,000 divided by 70 lakh into 100, we are getting around 13.5%. So same thing, 9 lakh divided by 60 lakhs into 100, 15%. 10 lakh 25,500 divided by 70 lakh into 100, we are getting 14.65%. And then 3 lakh 60,000 divided by 60 lakhs into 100, we get 6%. 5 lakh 19,500 divided by 70 lakhs into 100, we get around 7.42%. So this is my total, but we don't have to add all these percentage value and write here the values of it. Okay, we don't have to do that. We don't have to add all this percentage. What we have to write here? We have to write here directly 100%. We don't have to add all these. Remember this, we don't have to add all this percentage to get 100%. It is just the base, that's why we are taking it as 100%. Remember, total assets value, whatever total assets value you get, percentage will be always 100%. Whatever the total liabilities you get, the percentage value will be 100%. We need not add the percentage values here. Okay, so hope it is clear to all of you. And if you like the video, please like it and subscribe it. Okay, thank you.